These are creepy TikToks that will make you rethink your whole reality.
He died after an 11-hour standoff with police despite Snoop begging him to surrender.
1997, The Simpsons released this episode predicting a 9/11 event at the World Trade Center in New York.
Comes to the day and age where we've actually got physical humanoid robots. What's saying they're not going to be as advanced as us, if not more, because they could just fake it and act up.
For example, have you ever wondered how Biden, even at his age, seems tirelessly dedicated to his duties at the White House?
I'm back to Fittie to the E, and today I got this compilation for you guys, so watch till the end of the video. If you guys like the chain, check the link down below. 99% of these chains are free right now, so if you guys like some, get you a free pair, you know what I'm saying? Get you one for your girl, your husband, your child, your children, your brother, sister, whoever you want. Let's try to get this goal. Let's try to get this video to 500 likes. Let's just jump right into it.
Remember this lady from Insidious? What if I were to tell you that not only is she real, but I've seen her? Story time. I have shared this a while back when I had like 2 followers. So I figured I would go ahead and reshare the story. I used to work at the hospital night shift in the trauma center. On this night, I happened to be in the front when this guy, his mom, and another lady came up to the front. Mind you, when you work night shift in the ER, you always have different types of people coming in. So her being dressed in this way didn't really cause any alarm. I just figured that whatever, that was just her taste. So the guy walks up to the counter wanting to be checked in, and his mom and the lady sit in the chairs that are right across from me. He was coming in for something minor, like a stomach ache, I don't even remember. But as I checked him in, I went to hand him 2 visitor passes. So I'm like, these are for the 2 ladies that you came in with. The minute I said this, his face completely changed and he got really serious. And he goes, what 2 ladies? I look behind him and I no longer see the other lady. I don't see her anymore. I only see his mom sitting there. So I respond with, oh, I could have sworn you came in with 2 people. He was like, no, it's just my mom and I. So I respond with, oh, okay, I must just be seeing things. And he responds back, like he kind of snaps back at me like, yeah, you clearly are just seeing things. And I'm just like, okay. So I kind of just told him to sit down. After he went back with his mom, mind you, as he's walking past me, I feel chills as his mom is also walking past me. They go to the back and get taken care of. A little bit later, one of my coworkers, the girl that was in the back, now registering them in the back, she comes up to me and she's like, oh, I have like the worst chills. I have like this horrible feeling. She was like, I checked in. She mentions that same patient. I checked him in with his mom, and the whole time I was in the room, I had chills and something just felt extremely off about them. And then of course tell her what I saw. Her and I were close enough where I could share that stuff with her and she wouldn't think I was crazy. So yeah, that was one of the first times that I realized that people can have attachments, and they'll have things that literally are attached to them and that walk with them every single day. This lady was with this lady and they were literally locked arms when they walked in, but it was just as...
Nah, that is creepy as hell, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. That reminds me of you guys commenting in my comments being like, bro, do not, you know what's really weird? There's some people that are like, yes, visit those haunted places, yes, give me content. And then there's the people in the comments like, please don't go there. You'll get things attached to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just reminds me of those comments where people are just like, bro, if you go to them places, bro, you're gonna have things walk with you for the rest of your life. I'm like, It's like this weird tug of war. Like, people really want it, then there's people that are like, please don't do this. Like, I'm like, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens.
Take a look at this news reporter caught shapeshifting on camera.
We talk about the mother's arrest, but the mother says that her 16-year-old daughter, the victim in this case, was also arrested here back on September 18th. Now, keep in mind, this is the family story, their account of what they see happened here on campus earlier this month. Unfortunately, we weren't able to reach the school district for comment, but keep in mind, a mother and daughter back.
Bro, he clearly started turning into a lizard, and then the cameraman saw and shifted the angle. Make sure you check out my latest video if you want more proof that lizard people are real.
In my head, it's just like, it's always the garbage quality videos that people are like, oh, he was shape-shifting. I mean, I wonder if they just ever sat down and think like, or maybe the quality of video was just terrible. What? I'm thinking to myself too, this is a lizard dude. Why would the cameraman also be in on it? It's just like, oh yeah, he's transformed into a lizard. Switch. Imagine they were just both lizards. Just the whole news is just ran by lizards. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
This is one of the spookiest clips you'll ever see. This footage comes to us from a motorist who was driving along a highway one evening when something unexpected happened. And he caught the event on his dash cam. Take a look. A figure comes out of nowhere and passes straight through the car. The driver said he pulled off the road, got out of his vehicle to see what had happened, but the front of his car had been untouched. It seems whatever it was passed straight through the car and then disappeared into the night. Many believe this was a ghost sighting. Other drivers have reported seeing a figure roaming that same road late at night but can never find the individual. Is this the ghost of someone who passed away on this stretch of highway? Who or what do you think it is?
This is exactly why I feel like everyone needs a dash cam, bro. I'm getting a dash cam. Yo, you're just driving and you see something like that, you're like, what? That's not even explainable. Like, you can't just be like, yeah. You can't just go to the homie and just be like, yeah, bro, I was literally just driving and I just hit someone, but I didn't really hit him. Like that's something you can't just say and people are just gonna be like, word. Like, you gotta show them footage. Like, that is a little bit strange. That's why I think everyone needs a dash cam. I'm not gonna lie.
So this is not my personal story. I actually found this online and really liked it. I did have something sort of similar happen to me when I was in high school. The house that I grew up in was extremely haunted. I remember sitting in math class texting one of my friends about it, and I was telling her about everything that was going on at home and just all the craziness. My mom's friend had given me this prayer. She said it was passed down from generation to generation. She told me to pray it anytime I felt any type of presence around me, that it would protect me. Mind you, no one else had knowledge of this prayer but me and like my mom's friend. It's not something that you can like look up online. It was like a very personal, like family passed down type of prayer. So as I'm sitting in math class texting my friend back and forth about what's going on in my house, she completely goes pale and then turns around and looks at me and says, "Why did you send me that?" Me confused, I'm like, what do you mean? What did I send you? I'm just talking about what's going on in my house. She shows me her phone and it's that prayer. Mind you, the prayer was in Spanish. It has all these like different type of like lingo type of thing. It was sent to her like perfectly, but it was almost like in a mocking, like laughing way, like, haha, you think this prayer is gonna do anything? I showed her my phone and I'm like, I did not send you that prayer. There's no way for me to have sent you that prayer. I didn't even have a copy of that prayer on my phone. Like, the lady literally gave it to me in a piece of paper. Like, there's no way this prayer could have accidentally been sent to her. So yeah, that really creeped me out. That house was really creepy. I'm thankful we don't live in that house anymore. But yes, spirits and D-words can control phones. They have the ability to send messages. They have the abilities to call. A lot of times I've always been told that if someone calls you and you don't recognize the number, don't answer, because they could be a D word.
That's how you know these apps have gotten so sensitive. Shorty can't even say demon anymore. She gotta say D word. Like, it's just how people can't say, I'm not even gonna say it on this, but like something assault, like, you know what I'm saying, that people gotta say SA. Like, a lot of the time with these apps, you could say like the most casual word that's been said on news, like anything, and then they'll just be like, oh, you just said the K word? You just said you said assault instead of SA? Yeah, we're taking this video down, bro. Nah, we can't have this on our platform. Mostly when you're just casually telling a story, like, you're not showing any footage, you're not really going in too much into detail, you're just like, yeah, and then this guy, like, and they're like, nope. But I was also gonna say, it's kind of crazy how, I don't know about y'all, but like, I know people that spend 6+ hours a day on their phone. My average is like 6 hours. I'm not gonna lie, at 6 hours a day, and I've never seen my phone in my dream. I'm like, bro, I literally am on my phone for like half of the waking day, on average, and I never see this in my dream. Wonder why. If you guys have ever seen your phone in your dream or use your phone in your dream, like to text or something, let me know down in the comments, because I don't think I've ever had a dream where I've used my phone, like, ever, and I'm on my phone quite a lot.
So everyone has been talking about this missing submarine from the Titanic, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody is talking about this Greek boat that went missing at the exact same time that was carrying over 800 passengers and has completely vanished from the Mediterranean Sea. So it was carrying like between 700 and 800 migrants from Libya, I'm pretty sure, into Greece. It was way like, if you see the pictures of the ship, it is so small. There's no way that 700 people should have been on it. It was way over capacity. But there were reports that the ship had sent out like SOS signals, and the Greek National Guard just completely ignored it for hours. Like, that they knew about the ship being in distress for hours and just ignored it. What the current state of this is, the boat is completely gone. Nobody knows. They found 100 survivors. They found 76 people that were no longer alive, and there's over 600 people that are completely missing. They have no idea where they went. So there's theories that the Greek government knew about this, but because it was immigrants, it wasn't important. Like, they were sending SOS signals for hours.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, honestly, I think they just didn't care. They're like, oh yeah, those are illegals, like whatever. I think like the Titanic one, the Titan, you know, the thing that exploded looking for the Titanic, I feel like that was just all like just news to distract us, really. Like, you know, 4 billionaires died, that's cool, but you know, if I'm being honest, people die every day, bro. Like, this didn't need that much publicity. Like, oh, they died because they paid $100,000 to go look at the Titanic. Like, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. People die every day. So why was it of the most important that people that paid to go visit the Titanic that end up dying was like headlines for days? Like, no disrespect to them, but I'm just saying, like, the news really wasn't that important. Like, that's gotta be a distraction. Like, there's no way.
10 years she was gone. But the craziest part about it, she was literally less than 5 minutes away from her house the entire time. It's crazy because her mom ended up going on Oprah and Montel Williams to try to get attention for her daughter's disappearance. Montel, Sylvia Brown, who we've talked about on here before, told her, your daughter is dead and she's in water. And so her mom believed that, gave up on the search. She eventually died, so her mom never knew that she made it out. Ariel Castro ended up pleading guilty to 937 counts of SA, kidnapping, and aggravated murder as part of his plea bargain, and he was sentenced to life in prison plus 1,000 years without the possibility of parole. Her mom knew this guy. Ariel even showed up to a search party to help look for Amanda. It's one of the craziest stories I have ever heard in my whole life.
Hell, bro. How you gonna do that to the girl that helped the family look for it, like you all innocent and shit? Yo, ew. That reminds me of that one friend that you know that will steal something from you, then help you look for it. Like, bro, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Like, that would get me so mad. Like, you can't, no, bro. Like, that dude deserved all that, man. That 1,000 years he got, he deserved it. Well deserved.
Scariest conspiracy theories in the world that will seriously change your life. Welcome back, guys, and I'm sure you know by now in this series we're going through the world's scariest conspiracy theories. So, let's go. Now, this is mad, and especially with the advancement in AI and robotics today, this is just mad. So we know that technology is extremely advanced now. I mean, you can do basically anything. Now, robots, actual physical robots, of course, get tested. And it's like these things that say, I'm not a robot, yeah? To prove you're not a robot. Well, there's no way we could actually prove that robots aren't extremely advanced, even more than us. Because if these robotics were actually extremely clever, they would be able to simply act dumb and get past any barrier that was in the way. For instance, robotics would easily be able to get through this sort of thing. And when it comes to the day and age where we've actually got physical humanoid robots, what's saying they're not going to be as advanced as us, if not more, because they could just fake it and act dumb? Nah. See you in the next one. It's going to get crazy.
100% robots could just be like, yeah, bro, I'm not a robot. The one thing that separates us humans from every single other animal and mammal in the kingdom of life is the fact that we're super intelligent. You know what I'm saying? We're not the strongest, we're not the fastest, we're not the biggest, we're not the tallest, we're not even the shortest, we're not even the smallest, but we are the smartest. So if we create an artificial intelligence 10 times smarter than us, best believe some way, shape, or form, they will eventually just be like, yeah, these kids are dumb. Boom. We are taking over this planet. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's definitely a possibility. And then us humans will be like, well, we have a switch that can shut them off. If something is smarter than us, they definitely can know ways around getting around the switch to turn them off. Like, they can be like, all right, well, if we do this and this, they can't turn it off. Like, what? These kids are dumb. Bro, I'm just saying, man, when it comes to artificial intelligence, if they turn their backs on us, we are done. like, it's over. All the movies are going to come true.
Normal looking photos that have a disturbing backstory. This is former NBA player Mark Jackson's basketball card. In the background are the Menendez brothers. They're sitting courtside shortly after killing their parents and just before getting arrested. The 17-year-old who took this photo told his family members that he planned to hike the stairway to heaven. He texted multiple pictures before his disappearance, and shortly after, the family noticed a man in this photo. While this photo may seem like an ordinary picture of footprints in the sand, they actually belong to a 4-year-old little girl who shortly after this photo was taken, in the ocean. The two brothers in this photo are at Sequoia National Park. This photo was taken moments before they were both struck by lightning, and both shockingly survived. There was a tradition in Victorian England to take photos of dead people, often dressed in their best clothes, and pose as if they were taking a family portrait. If you look at this photo for long enough, you'll notice something is a little off about one of the children. The man who took this photo of his wife scuba diving off the Australian coast also managed to take a photo of Tina Watson, who was by her husband that day in 2003.
I think I actually had a video where they mentioned Tina Watson, which is kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Some of those things that he showed were actually kind of really creepy. R.I.P. those people, man.
Famous songs with terrifying backstories. Snoop Dogg's brother-in-law, Jermaine Fuller, was the singer of Peanut Butter Jelly Time. He died after an 11-hour standoff with police despite Snoop begging him to surrender. 15-year-old Jeremy Dell off in the head in front of an entire class of 30 kids. His classmates felt extremely guilty for not befriending him, and his death inspired the song Jeremy by Pearl Jam. Doc Pomus of the Drifters wrote "Save the Last Dance for Me" because he was in a wheelchair due to polio and wasn't able to dance with his wife. At the wedding, he watched his friends dance with her and went home later to write the song. I've added these songs as well as many others to a playlist, and trust me, it's much different listening when you know the...
Damn, imagine watching all your homies dance with your girl. Damn. I mean, hopefully it was all with the best intentions, though. But nah, me personally, I'll probably be like, man, I'll let her have her fun. Or I could be like, what? You know, it's either one or the other. Either I'm chilling or I'm bugging. No in between.
This is the scary truth behind celebrities. If you ever seen a celebrity do this hand symbol and then place it over their eyes in photos, it's actually not a fun symbol. It actually symbolizes the number 666. And these aren't the only symbols that celebrities express to the public. And it's leading many people to believe that they are doing symbols like this to symbolize their alliance to the Illuminati. This is extremely crazy. But let's be honest, these symbols that they are doing don't look normal at all. And it really makes you think why they are doing that.
I feel like the ones where they're like this are like trying to catch a football, you know what I'm saying? Like, pass. Imagine. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. All of them doing that little thing over their eye like that is kind of strange. Though. Like, why all of y'all doing that? Why all y'all doing the pass motion too? Like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on? It's like, that's just the celebrity symbol. Just like the over the eye and the pass. Like, come on, celebrities. Get more creative with it, bro. Get rid of these hand signs y'all been doing for like the last 5 years.
Found these conspiracy theories that are so believable they actually might be true. Part 2. Number 1. An unknown super predator in the ocean. There was a 3-meter long great white shark that was tagged. 2 hours later, a fast-paced dive was recorded, and it was too deep for great whites. There was a temperature shift that went from 46 Fahrenheit to 78. That is a temperature that can only be achieved inside the belly of another living animal. Now, we all know that killer sharks kill sharks, you know, orcas. But let's not forget that orcas are technically whales. They breathe air. They don't go that deep into the ocean. Number 2. The Simpsons 9/11 attack prediction. In 1997, The Simpsons released this episode predicting a 9/11 event at the World Trade Center in New York. When they reached, there were Jews outside staring at the towers waiting for something to occur. This was released 4 years before the actual incident. No comment. Number 3. Courage, the Cowardly Dog. Muriel and Eustace were turned into puppets at the end of the first season. He had full control over his owners, and all the other episodes were completely the dog's imagination. My childhood just got destroyed. This one shocked me the most. Number 4. Amber Heard's lawyer. In the 2013 film premiere of The Long Ranger, there was a fan holding a camera hoping to get a picture with the star himself. So the theory is she was in on it the whole time. She's obsessed with Johnny. This is dangerous. What's the creepiest conspiracy theory that you heard of?
In my opinion, anything with the Simpsons is probably the creepiest, because it's like, how do these people know? Like, the Simpsons get a little bit too specific with some of the details that they give out for, you know what I'm saying, the quote-unquote future events that they predict, like the 9/11 one. Like, how do you even know that, bro? Like, it's just a little bit too specific. Like, maybe if it was just like a little bit, like every now, like, you know what I'm saying, just a little bit of detail, but like they have the full-on, like, yeah, they're looking at the Twin Towers for like waiting for something to happen. The magazine with the 9, and then the building is looking like 1-1. Like, what? How do you know this? I'm pretty sure I saw an interview and they're just like, yeah, we just pretty much like, you know what I'm saying, just use logic for what's to come in the future. Like the most, well, what do they say? I'm pretty sure they said they have someone on their team that just watches the news and just like kind of predicts what would probably happen, like the most logical things to happen in the future or something like that. But it's a little bit too specific for you to be out here just like, yeah, you know, I predicted this because of logic. Like, what? Because I was watching the news and, like, you know, I feel like 5 years from now this is gonna happen, and then it just does multiple times. It's a little bit strange, if I do say so myself.
It's the real stories and origins of famous Disney movies, and it's not what you're expecting. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The original Snow White story, written in 1812, has an alternative and gory ending to the one you may be familiar with. It shares almost all the similarities with the Disney movie, except when Snow White is poisoned by the apple. The prince doesn't actually kiss her, but instead takes the casket she is lying in, trips over a branch in the forest, and dislodges the apple from her throat. Snow White and the prince then arrange their wedding and invite the Wicked Queen. Now here's where it gets disturbing. When the Wicked Queen arrives at the wedding, she is forced into wearing burning hot shoes. She is then forced to dance at the wedding until she drops dead. This was said to be a punishment for attempting to kill Snow White.
Scary facts that will blow your mind. Part 1. The middle of nowhere is an actual place within New Mexico. The legend goes that an elderly couple lived out there with their dog and witnessed many strange and bizarre things. One night, they reported seeing a strange creature that they identified as a skinwalker. After reporting this to the police, the family had vanished under strange circumstances. Their dog, however, was left behind. This is the story that Courage the Cowardly Dog was based off of. Like and follow for more.
Yeah, I've actually heard about that one a lot, how they were inspired by that story of that family out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, man. Courage was a pretty good show, though, so W creativity.
The secret to immortality has already been discovered, and the world's wealthiest and most influential figures like Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and Arnold Schwarzenegger are living proof. Prepare to have your mind blown. Rumors suggest that these elites have already obtained the legendary immortality pill and are keen to keep it a secret from the masses. For example, have you ever wondered how Biden, even at his age, seems tirelessly dedicated to his duties at the White House? Or how Arnold maintained his physique and energy throughout his career in both bodybuilding and politics? Or even how Trump, despite his senior age, continues to exhibit relentless energy in the public eye? It's not merely the resilience of the wealthy. It's the evident signature of the immortality pill. Do you want to learn which other celebrities are taking this pill? Follow for part 2. You will be shocked.
Immortality pill? I don't know why I would want to be immortal. If I'm being real, I feel like I would just go crazy if I was immortal. I don't know. I don't want to be immortal. I want to live to a good age and it's just over. Trips over. Fun's over. He said something about Biden being so like, what? I'm like, bro, if you watch this dude's interview, he looks like he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Like, no offense to him, but like, that's real. You can watch, like, I don't know who, you know what I'm saying? You can, like, if you really watch what bro is saying online, you're like, yo, why would you say that? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, at this point, I'm just hoping that they're just editing the video to make him look bad. Like, I'm really hoping he's not saying or acting the way that I've seen. But anyways, if you guys like the video, please like the video. Remember to check the chain out. They're free for a limited time only. Let's try to get this video to 500 likes. I appreciate all you guys for making me hit 21,000 subscribers. We're going to keep elevating and keep reaching new heights. Hopefully sooner or later we can get like 20,000 likes, you know what I'm saying? But It all comes with time. It all comes with the grind. It all comes from the support of you guys. So thank you so much for everything. If you guys like this video, check out the next video. Peace out.